Hey gang, you know our justice system is messed up. Today, Babita Deokaran's killers have pled guilty and they have signed some sort of an agreement with government, and therefore there has been no trial. They've just been sentenced directly. Listen to this.
That little snippet that you wanted us to listen to of the judge handing down judgment. Let's quickly just have a listen to that.
And perpetrators should not expect any mercy from this court. Having said so, I now proceed to read out the agreed sentences in terms of the plea agreement. Case number 1, Mr. Hadebe. In respect of count 1, you are sentenced to 22 years imprisonment.
Number 1, this goes on those about 22 years.
Yeah. Case number 2, in respect of count 1, Mbele, you are sentenced to 6 years imprisonment.
Number 2, uqala lokubulala njengoba kuvunyeleke wena uzothola iminyaka o6 is 2.
Case number 3, in respect of count 1 only, you are also sentenced to 22 years imprisonment.
Wena number 3 uzothola iminyaka eshumi nambili 22 years jail.
Case number 4, you have been convicted on 3 counts, being count 1, count 5, and count 6. In respect of count 1 for the matter, you are sentenced to 8 years imprisonment.
Mathatha amaqala kulahlile wena number 4. Iqala lokubulala wesithathu is 2. Iqala lokubulala uzothola iminyaka eshagalolunye 8 years jail.
Counts 5 and 6, which is for the possession of the firearm and ammunition, have been taken together for purposes of sentence. You are sentenced to 7 years imprisonment.
Bese kuthiwa lamacala aku-5 babu nalo ku-6 yezinhlamvu azohlanganiswa for isigwebo bese uzothola iminyaka eyisikhombisa u-7 years.
Effectively, your sentence will be 15 years imprisonment.
Okuchaza ukuthi ukuhlanganiswa lezo igwebo lezo uzodonsa iminyaka eyishumi nanhlanu 15 years nje.
Case number 5, in respect of count 1, the matter of Babita, you are sentenced to 15 years imprisonment.
Wena number 5 ubulala uBabita Deokaran isigwebo sakho uzaba iminyaka eyishumi nanhlanu 15 years nje.
Case number 6, in respect of count 1, matter of Babita, I also serve a sentence of 15 years imprisonment.
Now number 6 ubulala uBabita nawo iminyaka uzodonsa ishumi nanhlanu 15 years nje.
Then I hope that you spend the time in prison and rehabilitate yourself as much as you can.
Inkundla yakhona ukuthi lizoyiphatha kahle ejele njengoba nizokhona.
Hayi bafethu, our country ayivalwe bafethu. Asinayo country la, there is no law here. How can you say, I hope, and he still calls them gentlemen. He calls criminals gentlemen, who murdered a woman in cold blood and put 12 bullets in her body, and he calls them gentlemen, right? Look at his demeanor. Okay, I understand this is his job. He does it every now and then, but firstly, he starts by saying this court is not going to have, if you are looking for mercy, look for it elsewhere. This court will not have mercy on you. And then 22 years. For what? For cold murder? No. 1,000 times no. That's not justice. That is certainly not justice. This is why we need a death penalty back here. Once again, you know, when you look at root causes of our problems, their comrades in the African National Congress, they knew what they had envisaged, what their plan is. They then decided to remove death penalty so that when eventualities of this nature materialize, they themselves cannot be sent to jail and be killed, right? We do need that death penalty back. That's the only way you get rid Why are these individuals supposed to go back to community? Look at how young these boys are. Why are they supposed to be incorporated back to community after 6 years, after 20? It's a joke to send somebody to jail for murder for 6 years. I don't care what deal that they have signed. The point of the matter is, did they commit the murder? Yes. The state shouldn't be able to get into deals that are going to literally fuel the fire, because now you are compensating murderers. That's basically what you are doing. This does not make sense. This does not make sense. I understand this is happening elsewhere all over the world, in America, in England, in Canada, in all Western democracies, in Australia. But for me, it still does not make sense that we should compensate criminals. Well, at least in America, they still inject criminals. They still have the electric chair. I know the right has been protesting against that. Did I say the right? The left. Why do I always say the right? Maybe because I like the right, but the left has been protesting against that. Why are criminals having so much rights in our countries? Have you guys ever thought about this? It's because the powers that be, the elite, the Ramaphosas of this world, the African National Congress, and their puppet masters, because the reality is that these people are puppets, and their puppet masters do not value our lives. And that's the reason why. Remember what's happening here. Babita blew a whistle. That is why these thugs are getting next to nothing, basically. Next to nothing. Why? Because the life of a whistleblower is not that important in this country. That's the message being sent here. Who's going to want to blow a whistle after this? Hi guys, no, Bafetu, this is you know, I used to say, as a matter of fact, in my speech I've been saying recently, that this country is going to go to the dogs. No, I think we have arrived there. This is completely not acceptable. I mean, I can't get hold of the demeanor of the judge. It's as though he can't relate to what has happened here. Okay? I can't get hold of it and fully comprehend it. Why he's sipping water as though he is in some fancy restaurant, but he's delivering a judgment on people who killed a woman in cold-blood murder. 12 bullets, if my memory serves me well. I'm just going on memory here because I have not scripted this video at all. 12 bullets through her body. And look at how young these things are. My goodness, why would people then not be vigilantes and take the law into their own hands? Because this is injustice. Complete injustice. Babita will never ever, her family will never enjoy her smile. They will never, her children will never see her laughter. They will never feel her love, her warmth. None of those things. And these guys get to go to jail at my expense and yours, and eat 3 meals and watch DSTV and watch football, and then come back out after 6 years. No, something must be done about this. I understand why Babita's family is completely heartbroken. Something must be done about this. This cannot be. Wow. This is really, I don't have words, guys, but this is certainly not justice. This is injustice of the highest degree. Yeah, I understand people would want to compare it to say at least people have been arrested and they've been sent to jail. With Senzo, it doesn't even appear that somebody is going to go to jail. Well, to that extent, if you must compare things, I don't believe these things should be compared at all. Don't believe they should be compared. These guys have been arrested. They should have been sent to jail. I remember growing up, there was a group in the Eastern Cape called the Nhlangano Gang. Google them. Find out how many years they were sentenced for robbing a bank, for robbing banks. These people have killed a human being and they are sent to jail for 6 years. The Nhlangano Gang were sent to ridiculous sentences, more than 100 years per person. The other 100 and this, 100 and that. Remember what I said when I was doing the video of Hilde Gasteenkamp to you. I said Hildegard, and this is a litmus test. I said Hildegard is going to be sentenced to a harshest possible sentence because the message is you don't steal from the rich. You're supposed to steal from the poor, meaning she was supposed to steal the tax money, meaning from what? The tax coffers, not to steal from the private sector. Those are the elite that are running the world. She's not supposed to steal from them. Well, the Nhlangano gang were robbing banks, and each of them got something like, I think the list of their sentences, it's a long time ago, guys. It's more than 20 years ago. The list of their sentences, in fact, is close to 30 years ago. Now I'm giving away my age. The list of their sentences was, if I'm not mistaken, 117 years. I stand to be corrected roundabout there. Right? For what? For stealing money? Remember, these guys were black belts. They did not go into a bank to kill anybody. They went into a bank to take the money. They will neutralize you, however, if, for example, you were reactionary, you wanted to stop them from what they were doing. But they were not necessarily people who went around killing people. No. All of them were black belts. All of them. Except for their driver. But nevertheless, I digress. Well, it's not really a digression, it's a comparison. What happens when you rob the private sector, you steal from the private sector, they send you a message. I wouldn't be shocked if Hildegard Steenkamp got a harsher sentence than these people. These people have taken a life. I don't have words. I'm actually heartbroken today. This is not justice. Not at all. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Now remember, you can't click away from this video without subscribing if you have not yet subscribed, and share the video with as many people as possible. My goodness. No, this is not justice. Tell me what you think below. Do you think that this is justice? Justice has been served in this case? Okay, see you in the next video. Bye for now.